we use money to get more money, and that's the process you're going through all the time. But if you take a substantial lump sum out of that money, let's just say you take 50 grand out, or you take 100 grand out, or whatever the number is, for something that's not making you more money, well, the knock-on effect of that is big. Like, so if we spend 100k on something that's not going to make us money, well, that 100k could have allowed us to borrow 300k, so that's a 400 grand deal that we're not doing. And if we can do a 400k deal and make 10% on that deal, that's 40 grand on that deal. And to be honest, you'd be expecting to make a little bit more on a 400k deal. But the 100k that you put in and the 40k that you get on the top end, that's a 40% uplift, so it's huge, you know. So when it comes to anything like, you know, buying toys out of the seed capital, I try keep it like to an absolute minimum. When we bought the big house there, that took a big chunk out of our working capital. When we cleared the mammy's mortgage, that took another big chunk. But like, they're things that kind of had to be done. As the business expands and as you get better and bigger and more profitable, you can take more from the company than you could in the past. Thankfully nowadays, the work that I do on a day-to-day basis doesn't affect the wage I take, because the wage I take is generated from work that I've done 10 years ago. Properties I bought 10 years ago, properties I bought 5 years ago, properties I bought 2 or 3 years ago. So that's what pays the wages. So the day-to-day expenses are all well covered from the rent, which is great. The big expansion purchases, we have to bring them elsewhere, or we have to do different deals and stuff like that. It's a constant juggle back and forth. It's exhilarating, it's frustrating, it's enjoyable, it's bipolar. It's just the game as I know it now, to be honest.